Welcome, it's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com. Again, we've got another wine we're going to talk about today, and it's a Trader Joe's wine. I've been looking at this for a little bit and haven't picked it up and decided to go for it. It's the Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Russian River Valley, Sonoma County Pinot Noir 2020, Lot 105. There's a lot there, and it tells you not that much. Russian River. Well, one thing about Russian River is Trader Joe's seems to have a lot of Russian River wines, which is one of the reasons I stayed away from them, because there's always some Russian River Chardonnay that's $6.99 or some $9.99 Russian River Pinot Noir with that's a Trader Joe's brand. So they seem to have contacts in the Russian River, and I know it's only a few dollars more. This one's $12.99. And that usually signifies some sort of extra wine, something better about it, but you don't know. There's no notes on this wine. The Fearless Flyer just mumbles on about something. They don't really tell you anything. We recently did a Platinum Reserve Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. They said came from a leading winery. It was a wine they got from a winery. This is from it's hard to tell nowadays, but a private wine company. They make private wines. That doesn't mean the wines are bad. They can make great wine. But it's a little bit different than the Platinum Reserve, and I don't know what the difference between Platinum Reserve, Grand Reserve, Petite Reserve, Reserve, or Trader Joe's. They don't really tell you anything, and they used to spell it out. There was like, this went this went that, and now they don't tell you anymore. And that's okay, because actually I have fairly good luck with Trader Joe's wines, and I do like their reserve wines, because they're at the very least interesting. Let me take a sip here. And what I think this wine is, and I don't know for certain, I'm just speculating, because they don't tell you anything, and I have no inside information. But this seems like maybe a $25 to $35 Pinot Noir that's released about 6-7 months early. I mean, it should be released next spring, and under a brand name it would be $25, $30, $35. But since we're getting to taste it ahead of time, it's $12.99, and that's not a bad thing. It's like going to a winery and getting a barrel tasting. No one complains about that. So when you're not paying the full price for the wine, because this may well be an expensive wine. I mean, I think it has those characteristics. The alcohol is a little heavy on it. It's like 14.6, which is a little bit, or 14.3, a little bit heavy for Pinot Noir. Back in the old days, it would be 12.5 at worst. But California does get ripe. And you don't really taste the alcohol. It's not as if it's got too much body, which is not a good thing for Pinot Noir. But I do like it. It's got some smoothness, a sleekness. It has some edges to it that, after I take my sip, it has some edges that probably wouldn't be there in a few months. And if it just got a little time to calm down and meld together and mix and do all the things that Pinot Noir does. Here's the thing about that. If this wine was released in 2022, a 2020 vintage, and had that little extra time, yeah, it would be better, but it doesn't mean it's bad now. It's just less expensive now. This is not a wine that was released in 2022 would be selling for $12.99. I mean, getting a wine a little bit, like Paul Masson, we released no wine before its time. Well, yeah, but by the time they were doing that, there's a whole different story. And this is Trader Joe's. This is one of the things that you like about it. You're getting a taste of a wine that you normally wouldn't get. at a good price. I mean, they have all sorts of Sonoma Coast and Carneros and Paso Robles wines that would normally, they're too young. They're made as drink it now wines when they would normally be more complex wines, but you're getting a taste of those wines early and less expensive. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It's actually kind of fun. I mean, you can pay $35 for a Pinot Noir and have the edges smoothed off. Or you can, and it doesn't have, like I said, the edges are not off-putting. They're not like, it's just that you can tell that in a little more time, this wine would be sublime. And it's still fun to drink and well worth the price. It probably runs and guns with anything in its price range and probably beats it. That's my third sip, so it's not as if it's not as if I'm complaining too much. So that's what you're getting. You're getting a barrel tasting of a wine that's going to cost 2 or 3 times the price in 7 months. Hey, that's worth the price. And that's it for me on this one. The Trader Joe's Grand Reserve Russian River Pinot Noir 2020 Lot 105. It's not what you're expecting or what you would expect, but it's fun and it's interesting and well worth buying. So what do we got? I think I got the first of my Halloween wines. It's not really Halloween technically, but the label's black and orangish gold, so it's got the color thing going on, and it's inexpensive, and it should be rather tasty, and that will do to start things off. So keep it cheap. Adios. Stay safe and stay cool or warm, whatever the weather dictates, and I'll be talking to everybody in a little bit. Adios. Bye-bye. Keep it cheap.